Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before going into the patch, I would like to tell you that I apologize for being a kind of inactive, but that's the pressure for you. And I'm not saying this as an excuse. Unfortunately, my mental health isn't in the best of shapes. Either way, let's go. Okay, we are not gonna read the. Let's just go into the patch. General additional supply items are not visible on the minimap. I don't know what this means, but I'll take it. That's fine. Probably this is the bonus items you get on certain planets, like exosuits. Okay, got it. Remove the ricochet from orbital stratagem projectiles, Eagle 1 bombs, and the spear missile. Thank fuck. The spear could ricochet of certain parts if it hit at a weird angle, especially on gunships. Thank fuck. Helldiver armor 2x. Thankfully they listened. They listened and they improved. This is kind of noticeable, at least for light armor. I noticed this. I played a couple of weapons just a moment ago just to test it out, and we'll get to them. No, don't worry. But yeah, heavy and light armor are now better. I don't know why they didn't touch medium armor, but I guess that's fine. Okay, this is just tags. Primary weapon. Yeah, so let's start with the purifier, and this is nothing, not much. It just says that projectiles will slow down while they travel. Not a big deal, honestly. And the projectile can now be charged up. Oh yes, the purifier is now fucking godly. Like it went from the worst weapon in the game to one of the best probably. I tried it out. It is godlike. You guys should try this weapon out. It is just so fucking good. It's like a scorcher but better. And I'm so glad they implemented my idea for the scorcher, which I had suggested into my balance video. So there's that. I didn't try the Scorcher or the Punisher Plasma, but I'm sure they will be just as fine. I don't know why they did this change to the Scorcher. It was fine. I don't like this spare magazine change. Like it 6 was barely enough previously, and now you just have 5. Yeah, you get 5 more mag size, but this wasn't really the issue. Like the Scorcher was balanced. But yeah, and now the Scorcher has auto fire mode, while the purifier still has semi-auto. Then, guys, they absolutely buffed the assault rifles, and finally, my adjudicator gets some love too. Finally, okay. So the Liberator gets 30% less recoil. Sure, that's fine. I didn't mind the recoil. Same for the actually 30% recoil reduction is identical for all assault rifles. Then the lip pen gets a huge ass magazine capacity buff. Holy shit, 15 bullets. And okay, of course, that's normal. Seven bullets instead of 10. That's fine. AR-23, the lib cab, the liberator carbine. Economics, okay, and the reload. This is nice. This reload was a bit too long. I have to agree with the carbine. The adjudicator gets more damage. Wow. More durable damage as well, and mag capacity. That is just so good. But too bad they didn't increase the total mag carry amount. Then they gave us some. Oh, okay. To the tenderizer, they gave some new firing mode. I guess. Yeah, more RPM. That's pretty cool. 600 should be the base, and then 800. Oh, wow, 850, bro. What the fuck is that? I don't understand why, because the tenderizer is better than the carabine, and now you're giving it more RPM that is like the carabine, like, bro. But yeah, it's fine. Okay, yeah, Dominator, we don't care. Verdict, finally, they followed my advice. They didn't nerf it, but instead of nerfing the verdict, they just super buffed the Senator. But we'll get there. Armor pen increased from 2 to 3, fine. Durable damage increase from 13 to 32. That's a massive durable damage buff. Attack strength, okay, that's fine. And then the Senator, they just gave it even more penetration because the revolver, bitch. We love revolvers. And of course, now you can damage chargers with this. Like, bro, that's actually insane. And even more damage. Like, bro, this deals like this is the same damage of the pre-buff Dominator. The Dominator at launch had this damage, and and now you have it on a secondary. And holy shit, this durable damage buff 35 to 70. Oh, the old iron lovers will love it even more. Steam Pistol, a couple of buffs, but not worth still picking because, people die super fast. Either way, spread decrease. Why the fuck would you give spread to this thing? And increase the dart velocity to 200. Okay, that's nice. Throwable. They increased the carry capacity of throwing knives from 8 to 20. That's a lot, guys. 20. And then they massively buffed some of the grenades. The frag doubled their damage to 500. This is the stock grenade, if I'm not mistaken, the one you get when you start the game. Double the damage here, 800. That's so much. Incendiary grenade, double the damage here, 300. That's nice. And guys, my absolute favorite of this patch, the new ammo types. They introduced new ammo types for the autocannon, which is now even better than before because this gives you crowd control. Yeah, sure, it's a flak projectile. It's supposed to be used against, shriekers, but who cares? It has the same shrapnel as the as the eruptor. You can use this to crowd control, and it works so fucking good. The recoilless rifle works a little worse. I don't know why they would give a high explosive round. I tried this against a few enemies, and it killed 4 of them, while the autocannon was consistently getting 6 to 8 kills per shot. So I don't get it, but these two, I like them really much. And I'll have to test the recoilless a bit more, but it does what it's high explosive. I popped I shot this under a charger and popped his ass with it, so it does work. But of course, it deals less damage to armor, which is fine. Then I tried the airburst rocket launcher. You can notice the reload speed. It is much faster now, but this weapon still needs some love. Arrowhead, please give it AP4. Please, it deserves it. Please. Then I didn't try any of the machine guns. As I said, I just tried these 3 weapons and one of the eagles and the purifier. Anyway, ergonomics increased. Okay, that's actually pretty good. So now this is a lot more usable. The machine gun, finally, more mag size, thank fuck. And 1 extra spare mag, nice. And more mag size for the heavy machine gun. 100 isn't quite enough yet. I had proposed 125. But yeah, better than 0, I guess. And massive buff for the backpacks, finally, or for a few of the backpacks. Okay, they buffed the jump pack, a bit less cooldown. I would have reduced this to 10 instead of 15, but I guess I'll take it. And this is nice, stronger thrust force and stronger momentum. This is very nice. The guard dog massively buffed. Now uses the lib pen ammo. Has bigger mag size, a bit less damage, but nothing bad there, and of course more armor pen. And you can toggle now. You can toggle them now. You can activate them or deactivate them to save ammo. Finally, they introduced this. I tried the strafing run. It's, I didn't really notice much. If it didn't before, now it can close bug holes. That's I tried. I closed a stalker nest with this. And more explosion damage. It does what it says, of course. It's just that, they just need to make Eagle shoot more rounds of this, more rounds, and in a wider area, longer area would be nice. Then the airburst got 1 extra base salvo, and this goes to 5 with the. Remember, this goes to 5 with the ship upgrade. And duration between salvos increased, so this means that enemies have more time to spawn, which means this is gonna be more effective, which is nice. Good job there. MG Sentry, I like how what they did to the sentries. They reduced their cooldown, then especially to the Gatlings and machine guns, they gave more ammo, more total ammo. Like 50 here, 100 here, so it's fine. And I don't know why they reduced the lifetime, but I can assure you, Arrowhead, a sentry on difficulty 10 would never last 3 minutes. Like, even if you left it there, yeah, sure, it would despawn eventually, but yeah, okay, I guess that's fine. Autocannon sentry, yes. Oh, yes, always about sentries. I like what they did to the Tesla. Finally, they buffed its, let's say, rate of fire. Now it just needs 1 second to charge a shot, which means it will shred through enemies. This makes the Tesla very, very good. I'm happy with that. And they also reduced the cooldown to 120 seconds. Juicy. Nice. And let's get to the anti-tank mines. Finally, they behave like anti-tank mines. They trigger only with big enemies and they deal massive damage to them. Finally, I won't die to a random mine I didn't see because some guy decided to bring it. Like, bro, explosion radius decreased. Okay, I don't care. Damage increased from 800 to 2000. Nice. This is just nice. And I don't know what they did to the shield generation relay. So basically, the shield relay gains health per second. I didn't know this. I didn't think it had any health regen. So they increased it from 300 to 400 health per second. I'm not sure if that's enough, but we'll have to see. I like that they increased its radius. Now it's much bigger. I don't like this. Once the shield is down, which means it gets destroyed, it will no longer regenerate. Before this, if it would get destroyed by too much damage, it would attempt to reactivate with a bit of a struggle. But it actually sometimes, if it didn't expire its timer, it would be able to regenerate. But like they could have left it as this in. It was very noticeable. Like, if anything, they have to increase its duration, guys. The duration. This lasts nothing. How much does it last? 15 seconds? 20 at most? Like, that's nothing, bro. Like, at least half a minute? 60 seconds? Like, yeah, sure, 60 seconds, maybe it's a bit too much, but at least half a minute? 45 seconds would be nice, no? Patrol spawnings, okay, thankfully this got changed. The completing a mission was a death sentence previously, but now they only made so a lot of action is going to happen around the extraction. This is going to be painful to extract, but this means that the teams will have to be careful and conserve their supplies, maybe call something at the beginning of the mission for the final bits of the mission at the extraction zone and such. So yeah, I will have to test this out. I'll be playing later. Maybe make a video. Maybe make a stream, sorry. Then they nerfed the Ball Spears, Nursing Spears leg health to 200. Okay, that's fine. Hunters can now totally blow up if affected with enough damage. So basically, if you shoot them enough... Oh, I get it. They did this, I guess, to prevent weapons like the Dominator not being able to one-shot them. So if you shoot them with the Dominator, they just explode. Same with the Scavengers. Okay, this is a good thing. Very good thing. Good idea. And they have a short shared area cooldown for their pounce ability. Probably it means that if a hunter pounces you and there's other hunters nearby, they will have a cooldown, an AoE cooldown, which they will have to wait. This is to prevent newbies to be stomped, because new players, if you are new players, I guarantee you will be stomped by hunters because they are so hard to deal with. It takes you days, maybe weeks, to learn how to play against hunters, and I'm not even joking. And of course, it's not your fault. It's that they are just so fucking painful to deal with, no matter how much nerfs they did to them. But hopefully this will help new players, and of course veteran players too. Hunters are probably one of the highest causes of death on the bug front, especially on higher difficulties, on all difficulties actually, but yeah. Let's get into automatons. Finally, some enemies were able to shoot at you without needing proper line of sight, which caused them to fire into or through walls track you even when hidden. Yeah, of course. And ignore smoke effects. This is kind of like it's a nerf to them, but it's also a buff to them because this means that rocket devastators will not be able to waste their ammo no longer when you hide, I guess. But we'll have to check this out. And ignore smoke effects. Smoke effects. Finally, smoke will be useful for once. Finally. We've addressed these issues, so now you should be able to use stealth more effectively against the automatons, and they won't be able to shoot through walls or see you when they shouldn't. Thankfully. Please let us know if you still encounter issues like this. This probably means that they can still shoot through walls if they stick their barrels into it, but they will not shoot through walls anymore because they won't be able to see you through it anymore. So I guess this is probably a temporary solution, which is fine. Sure, it's fine. No big deal. Automaton projectiles, they nerf them. Finally, but 5 damage. Not much, but okay, I guess. Oh, they used to deal 40 damage, bro. That's so much. So much. If you consider that you have 50 health, dude. Bro. 50 base health with some damage reduction, I guess. Anyway, 35. Okay, that's fine. Used by Devastators. Emplacements, okay, and then the heavy projectiles used by enemies like the heavy emplacements and scout striders and probably even the Hulk Bruiser from 60 from 65 to 60. Okay, that's just a tiny bit of that. I don't know why they just like could have been a bit higher, like 15, but yeah. They reverted the Hulk Bruiser. Like I didn't mind this because like against automatons, these are priority targets. So I used when I was playing, I used to take them out before they had any chance of killing anyone. Like sure, I absolutely agree. This thing having the command bunker cannon was absolute nightmare fuel for players that didn't have much awareness. So I agree with the nerf, but like the Hulk Bruiser having this didn't affect me much. In fact, like not to brag, I did one mission with 0 deaths against automatons, and I had like what the spear, if I'm mistaken, spear, and of course the diligence CS meta weapons. Sorry, I suck. But yeah, thanks to John Helldiver, the Bruisers now have their rocket launcher as before, which is fine. Okay. All Devastators head armor decrease from 2 to 1. Nice. Then head health increase from 100 to 110. Okay. Berserkers head health reduced to 110. Okay. Heavy Devastators, thankfully, a small nerf for them. Thankfully, the pause between their salvos has been slightly increased, providing Helldivers with a better opportunity to counterattack it. This was previously the most overpowered enemy the automatons had. If they just bombarded us with only heavy devastators, we wouldn't have a chance. Thank fuck, here and there they would throw in an annihilator tank or a Hulk Scorcher, because if it was all heavy devastators, you would have absolutely no chance of winning against automatons. Trust me, this is just so painful to deal with when in groups. Like even more than the rocket devastators. Tanks. Okay, tanks don't really matter much, but yeah, they basically just reduced the armor previously because I guess this was a test they did, but in fact, as I had guessed, it made no sense. Then they made so their real weak spots take more damage, and it's going to affect the main health of the tank. They didn't really introduce a weak spot for the Shatter tank turret. So sorry for the Barrager tank turret, but why not? Come on, guys! It's a complaint we have. We have. It's something we have told you to do. But yeah, it's fine, I guess. Also, if you didn't know, the spear can lock onto the turret of tanks. The tanks have 2 lock-on points with spear: their turret and their hull. Make sure to always lock onto the turret because that's gonna be a one-shot, no matter what. Especially with the Barrager tank. And of course, we are at the end here. Fixes. Resolve top priority issues. Not enough enemies spawns to complete the radical missions. Okay. Some enemies were able to shoot at you without needing proper line of sight. Yes, this one. Patrol spawning, okay. Fix the crash. Could occur when getting knocked back, ragdolled probably, while wearing the energy shield backpack. Fix potential crash when a peer leaves with unique armor customization. Various crash fixes. Also, a couple of extra things. If I'm not mistaken, there is something going on with charges and acid slowdown. I've been slowed down very heavily by acid, and chargers have been doing some weird 150, 180 degrees turns. So yeah, the spaghetti code is to blame here, guys. Please make sure to be careful to this. And I'll be playing more now and possibly come back with another video eventually. Okay. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.